Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Hello and welcome back to The Splash Live. You're looking to the latest stories that are close to West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and the city of Sylvan Lake each and every day of your work week. I'm Tyler Kieft, and thank you for joining us as you do each and every day throughout your work week on cable television, on Comcast Channel 15, and on AT&T Channel 99. In addition, you can always join us as well on our website live and in high definition, and find us on demand on CivicCenterTV.com. That's also where you'll find details on where we're broadcasting live and on demand on social media, including on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15, and on Facebook also today on the page of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, Facebook at West Bloomfield CC. You can also find us on YouTube, live and on demand. Subscribe for free at Civic Center TV. And as you're driving throughout the community today, or listening at home, hanging out on your front porch on another beautiful day in the Greater West Bloomfield area, tune in on 89.3 Lakes FM, a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day per week live simulcast of our programming from Civic Center TV on your local community radio station, 89.3 Lakes FM. After a beautiful Tuesday, going to be a little bit more blustery today in the Greater West Bloomfield community. Clouds all throughout the day today and into the evening as well. High of 34 and a low of 24 across our four communities. And then Thursday comes back around and the sunshine peers back in before we lose that again over the weekend. It's going to be a day of 27 high, 23 low on Thursday. Some periodic cloud cover will part about morning around 11 a.m. on your Thursday to a sunny day all throughout, and then the clouds do come back overnight. It'll be well after dark around 8 p.m. We'll start to see that cloud cover come back in. That transitions into another cloudy day on Friday. High of 33, low of 29, clear with some clouds beginning in the early morning, and then it will be cloudy once again by about mid-morning, late morning, 11 a.m. on Friday in the Greater West Bloomfield community. So a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of clouds continue throughout this week in our local area. Making headlines across the Greater West Bloomfield community, a bittersweet farewell for a longtime servant of the public in Curt Lawson, now former Deputy Police Chief in West Bloomfield Township. We'll tell you more about how the police department and the community bid farewell to Deputy Chief Lawson in just a little bit. Keego Harbor residents are continuing to speak out about the future of the original Roosevelt Elementary School building and that facility. They're now starting a new campaign that includes a community survey and a community discussion, both one underway and the other coming up very soon. We'll give you all the details on that, plus we'll reiterate a statement previously made by the West Bloomfield School District on their decision to ultimately permanently close Roosevelt as an elementary school in the school district, and ultimately their decision to demolish the original Roosevelt building at the end of this school year. Spirit of Grace Church is expressing thanks to the community for their participation in their reverse Advent calendar campaign over the holiday season. We'll get a statement from them and tell you more about their ongoing donation campaigns in case you want to continue your giving into the early portions of 2024. For those of you that may be beginning new fitness journeys as part of a New Year's resolution, perhaps in 2024, West Bloomfield Parks is offering a number of fitness classes across a number of different disciplines for those of all different experience levels and fitness levels. We'll tell you about those coming up in a little bit, plus a special event later on this month that will help to commemorate the life and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. United We Walk will be celebrating its 30th annual event in just a little bit over a week. We'll give you all the details on that. Also coming up, we'll introduce new leaders in the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Their installation of board officers just a couple weeks away. We'll talk to Executive Director Suzanne Levine about their board installation breakfast and other special programs you should be on the lookout for in 2024. Other headlines making news across our community. If you haven't marked your calendars, you should do so. For parents, kindergarten roundup in the West Bloomfield School District happening at the end of this month. We'll give you all the details on the when and the where and what you can learn at kindergarten roundup. Plus, how you can support the West Bloomfield School District through the Educational Foundation's Casino Night. We'll give you details on that fun event happening in February and all the activities there. Plus, some news out of Oakland County where they have opened a new financial empowerment art contest for high school students, and the Oakland County Treasurer's Office is opening up their offices and their staff to the community for those that may have delinquent taxes and need to take care of some of those issues. Plus, mobile food distribution opportunities throughout the Oakland County area beginning today and running all the way through the end of the week. We'll have all those stories and discuss even more coming up in just a little bit. Stay with us for more news that is close to home on Civic Center TV, The Splash Live. We'll continue after this short break.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
When you have a gambling problem, you have a money problem. Don't let your gambling cause you financial hardship. If you or someone you love is struggling with gambling, we can help. Get free confidential counseling and win your life back. Learn more at michigan.gov/problemgambling.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show, keeping your stories close to home in Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, Sylvan Lake, and the Charter Township of West Bloomfield. I'm your host, Tyler Kieft, and always encourage you to stay up to date with us, all of our programming, other special news across the Greater West Bloomfield communities on our website on civiccentertv.com, and click through to our links on our website to all of our social media where you can follow and subscribe to us for free and keep all of your local news that's close to home in your feed across social media each and every day. Tuesday was a bittersweet day in the West Bloomfield community as the police department said bid a fond farewell to Curt Lawson, longtime leader in the police department who has served for many years as the deputy chief of police. His 29-year career in West Bloomfield Township came to a close earlier on this week, as you can see on your screen on civiccentertv.com, many getting together at the police department to commemorate this occasion and the end of Curt's career with the police department, retiring after 29 years. Chief Michael Patton presenting him with special honors on his way out, a copy of his badge with the police department and in a special folder indicating his retirement and commemorating his nearly 3 decades of service to our local community. The police department posting a number of photos from an event they held at their newly renovated headquarters in their meeting room of members of the community, other leaders from across various departments in our community, State Representative Noah Arbit among those there to say their farewells and their thank yous to Deputy Chief Lawson, who will be moving on to the Franklin-Bingham Farms Police Department. As he retires in West Bloomfield in the coming days, he will go from being our deputy police chief to becoming the deputy police chief in Franklin-Bingham Farms, his hometown police department. Then, over the summer, Deputy Chief Lawson will officially become Chief Curt Lawson in Franklin-Bingham Farms. That will be his new role. The West Bloomfield Police Department wrote on their Facebook page at West Bloomfield PD in a statement saying, quote, DC Lawson made significant contributions in patrol, narcotics, and administration at the West Bloomfield Police Department. End quote. Former Deputy Police Chief Lawson also receiving praise from State Representative Noah Arbit, who represents the 20th District in our state Congress, which includes West Bloomfield and members of the Lakes area as well, such as Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake, saying in a post on his Facebook page, quote, "It has truly been an honor and a joy to get to know Curt and to see his smiling face at so many events across town. We will definitely miss him in WB, but I'm glad to still be his state rep. Thank you, Curt, and best of luck," end quote. You can find many more pictures from the farewell ceremony for Deputy Chief Lawson and say your thank yous to him for 29 years of service to the greater West Bloomfield community as Deputy Police Chief with the West Bloomfield Police Department, where he's also served in a number of other community organizations as a volunteer by visiting the West Bloomfield Police Department's Facebook page, facebook.com/West Bloomfield PD. Just a few miles away in the city of Keego Harbor, residents continuing their fight to save an historic building in the city. Roosevelt Elementary School had closed its doors to students a couple of years ago at this point due to safety concerns, moving Roosevelt from its original, now 103-year-old building to the former Abbott Middle School location just a little ways down the road on Orchard Lake, just north of Commerce Road. Now, the fight continues in Keego Harbor to save the original building. So earlier on in 2023, in September, the West Bloomfield School District had officially voted on several different points suggested by their strategic visioning committee that had worked for several months on a comprehensive plan to improve school district services, including what to do with the arrangement of the school district from the elementary through the high school level, as well as what to do with aging buildings such as the ACS building and Roosevelt Elementary School's original, now 100-plus-year-old building as well. Ultimately, their decision was to not only close Roosevelt Elementary School altogether and move those students to various other schools throughout the district, as was announced recently in their redistricting plan approved at last month's meeting, but also to demolish the 100-plus-year-old building that's been a staple of Keego Harbor and many would argue the center of that city for well over a century in the heart of the lake. So what residents are now doing is galvanizing more information and more opportunities for redevelopment of Roosevelt Elementary School in order to petition the school district to reconsider their decision to demolish the building, with the current plan being to demo the building at the conclusion of this school year. An open meeting will be held amongst community members and other developers and members of the public Monday, January 15th at 6 p.m. at Santia Hall on Cass Lake Road, just north of Roosevelt Elementary School. Among those that will be speaking at this event include Coleman Yoakum, the executive director of the Micah 6 community and Webster Elementary School's repurposing project, as well as other community members that have been very vocal about saving the 103-year-old building at Roosevelt Elementary School. Topics will include potential for redevelopment of the site, including maintaining the now standing building that's been closed for a number of years, and why the school district should reconsider demolishing the historic building in the community. A QR code is currently on your screen on our website on CivicCenterTV.com, as well as on our TV broadcasts. In case you were listening on the radio, you can tune back in later on today on our TV channels or visit our website to find this on demand and scan this QR code. This leads to a survey that's been put on by organizers of this upcoming discussion on Monday, January 15th. And in a Facebook post about this event, they mentioned the survey and were stating, quote, "We created this survey to get feedback from the community. Please answer the questions to the best of your ability. The intent is to use this survey as a tool to help shape the overall purpose for Roosevelt and to best serve the community as a whole." Now, they also mentioned that they will be collecting emails as part of this survey. They mentioned in their statement, quote, "Emails are collected to ensure future inclusion for Roosevelt news and happenings," end quote. The West Bloomfield School District, in a statement back in September, defended their decision to ultimately shutter and demolish Roosevelt Elementary School, saying, quote, "The state of the building is a significant concern. Roosevelt is over 100 years old. It has become increasingly clear that maintaining it is not a safe or financially responsible choice," end quote, for the West Bloomfield School District or the greater community. Additionally, in this statement that you can see on your screen on CivicCenterTV.com, on our Facebook page, and on YouTube at Civic Center TV, and read in full, Assistant Superintendent of Facilities and Operations Jamie Stottlemyre also wrote a statement in this press release from the school district saying, quote, "We must be good stewards of our taxpayer dollars and allocate resources where they have been most substantial and where they will have the most substantial and lasting impact on our students' education," end quote. A quick sip to wet the palate after that. My apologies. So this battle continues in the city of Keego Harbor and in the Lakes area to save this building, repurpose this building. The school district continues at this time to move forward with their plans for logistics to demolish the Roosevelt building later on this year. That's expected to happen at the conclusion of the school year and in the summer of 2024. More information on this can be found either in the Keego Facebook group, or Calvin, if we can put that QR code back up on the screen briefly so people can scan that again in case they want to take the survey, or again see the information on this community meeting that's being organized by members of the Keego Harbor community that want to work on potential plans for repurposing Roosevelt that can be presented as an argument to the West Bloomfield School District. Again, that meeting January 15th, 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. at Santia Hall in Keego Harbor. You can learn more about the Strategic Visioning Committee's plans for the future of the West Bloomfield School District, including their rationale for closing and ultimately demolishing Roosevelt Elementary School, by visiting wbsd.org. Just a little ways away on the border of Sylvan Lake and West Bloomfield Township, Spirit of Grace Church thanking the community for their donations during the holiday season as part of a special campaign, putting a twist on a Christmas classic. Instead of an Advent calendar giving gifts for all 25 days leading up to the Christmas holiday, Spirit of Grace Church, of course, encouraged donations from the community to help other people in our communities and beyond across the holiday season. They extended their donations past December 25th all the way to January 1st, where those donations ultimately concluded, and posted on their Facebook page over the holidays on facebook.com/spirit_grace. Quote, "Thank you to all who participated in our reverse Advent calendar this year. Your support of our food ministries and local school children is always so generous," end quote. Of course, as we mentioned, donations were discontinued for this reverse Advent calendar campaign as of January 1st. However, you can still help out Spirit of Grace each and every day of the year with their ongoing donation efforts for their diabetic food pantry and their blessings box at Spirit of Grace Church, located at 2399 Figa Avenue in West Bloomfield. That's just up the small street or just behind the CVS pharmacy located in the city of Sylvan Lake. A couple of efforts ongoing. We mentioned the diabetic food pantry, which provides healthy and nutritious food to assist diabetics in our community that may not have the availability of these different foods at traditional food pantries, and their blessings box, which on their website they say, quote, "It says it all. Leave what you can, take what you need." Many neighbors beyond the walls of the church have generously shared to help local people keep food on the table, end quote. Again, you can learn more information on their Facebook page, Spirit, the letter O, Grace, on Facebook, or visit in West Bloomfield Township. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. Coming up just beyond this, some fitness classes are underway at West Bloomfield Parks all throughout the month of January. We'll give you details on some of those different classes and different disciplines and how you can register. Plus, we'll preview the special 30th United We Walk event coming up next. Stay with us. The Splash Live. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Missed one of our live broadcasts or one of your local municipal meetings? Check it out online at civiccentertv.com. Every meeting, show, and interview on demand. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
1 in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy. And if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft as he goes through headlines and events, updating you on the day-to-day happenings in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99.
A fresh start lets you refocus, helping you live in the moment, where you can take the leap or take a bow, basking in the glitz and the glow of winter. Because when the snow begins to fall, you feel the excitement rise. Set your sights on a winter wonderland as Fresh finds new ways forward in pure Michigan.
This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show, keeping your local news close to home in West Bloomfield Township and the Tri-Cities of Orchard Lake Village, Sylvan Lake, and of course, Keego Harbor. I'm your host, Tyler Kieft. Today, we're also broadcasting live, and thank those joining us on the Facebook page of the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, facebook.com/West Bloomfield CC. Some exciting stuff coming up with them, so we encourage you to follow them on Facebook, along with us at Civic Center TV 15. We'll be partnering in the coming weeks for their board installation breakfast. More information on that coming up in just a little bit on our program. In the meantime, we've been talking a lot lately on this show, yesterday and today, about New Year's resolutions. Many common resolutions include improving your health and your fitness. West Bloomfield Parks helping you along in 2024 with that journey, with many different fitness classes and other activity classes going on all throughout the community, all across the month of January. Get on your fitness journey in a low-pressure environment that helps you build a good fitness regimen. Learn more about various activities that you can build new skills and even meet new people that could become your workout buddies, your accountability partners. Really helpful when you're trying to achieve those New Year's resolutions. They have many different classes already underway or about to be underway throughout the month of January, including integrated yoga, mindful movement, amazing athletes, youth karate, and so much more. You can learn about these programs and register for them as they're ongoing right now on their website, wbparks.org. Just scroll over to their register tab at the top right of your screen, and if you scroll over that tab, you'll see a drop-down menu that mentions their activity guide. You can go through that and find classes for fitness. You can find different recreational sports leagues all throughout the year, including during the winter season, and so many other activities for adults, for seniors, for families, for kids, all across the board, all across the greater West Bloomfield community from the friendly staff at West Bloomfield Parks. You can also learn more information by visiting their Facebook page, facebook.com/WBParks. Their winter guide already out, and programs for the winter and even some in the early spring have the registration open as we speak, and they fill up really quickly. A lot of excitement behind these classes, and for good reason. So again, facebook.com/WBParks for even more information and links to register to these programs, as they'll advertise them and give you more details all throughout the month of January and across the calendar year of 2024. Coming up in just a little over a week, an exciting event at West Bloomfield Middle School to commemorate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. United We Walk is back in person once again at West Bloomfield Middle School Sunday, January 14th from 1 p.m. until 3 p.m. And this kind of happens in 3 different phases on that day. They have their traditional program, which we have always broadcast here on Civic Center TV, and we will live to tape broadcast that. So it'll be pre-recorded. It won't be live during the event. So all the more reason we encourage you to get out to West Bloomfield Middle School, enjoy this event in person, and then watch it back later. Maybe you have the day off on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, or your kids have the day off, and maybe you aren't able to participate. You can still get into the United We Walk spirit with our coverage from Civic Center TV. So the 3 phases are the formal event inside. We'll have special presentations. We'll hear from civil rights leaders. We'll hear from students. We'll hear from faculty and others in the community commemorating the life and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and how his messages still apply to things that we're doing in our community each and every day, and efforts being made in greater West Bloomfield all throughout the calendar year. You'll also, of course, have the annual walk. This will be on Orchard Lake Road this year during a select period of time during that 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. period. And then after the walk, service projects and other activities inside West Bloomfield Middle School. You can learn more information about how to participate in United We Walk all throughout the year, including joining their volunteer committee of students, teachers, and adults in our community all throughout the year by visiting WBSD.org. Scroll over their community tab and click on the United We Walk link to learn even more information and take a look down memory lane, as this is the 30th United We Walk event in the greater West Bloomfield community. Congratulations to the West Bloomfield School District, to the United We Walk Committee, all of its adult and student co-chairs for planning this momentous event. We'll have some special appearances also during the event from some familiar faces that have been along the journey of United We Walk over these 30 different events. The theme for this year is The King in Me. We walk in unity, equality, and community. We had a great talk with Jennifer Graham just before the end of the 2023 calendar year about this event. That is available on demand on CivicCenterTV.com. You'll see it throughout the day and hear it throughout the day on both Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. So if you want to get better insight into how this event was planned, what you'll experience at United We Walk, highly encourage you to go to our on-demand page on CivicCenterTV.com or go to our YouTube page at Civic Center TV and watch that interview with Jennifer Graham about the 30th United We Walk event. And of course, tune in on Sunday, January 14th and the days after that for all of our coverage of United We Walk, the formal event, and more coverage right here on the Splash Live as well. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, from one fun event to another, representing our leaders in the community, Suzanne Levine, the Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, will join us next to talk about their annual board installation breakfast. Stay with us. More local stories that are close to home coming up next on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. Who you can trust. Pro tip: The BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better, check with the BBB first, because better businesses are honest and committed to the standard bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to The Splash, live.
We're keeping your news close to home all throughout your week on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM right here on The Splash Live. I'm your host, Tyler Kieft. We thank you also for joining us today on the Facebook page of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. You can follow them for more information on our business community, including ways you can improve your business right here in our four communities by visiting facebook.com/West Bloomfield CC. Joining us now on the Splash Live and on the Facebook page of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce is their Executive Director, Suzanne Levine, as we get ready for their board installation breakfast just a couple of weeks away. A really exciting ceremony each and every year, and a big year ahead for all of our businesses here in the Greater West Bloomfield community. Suzanne, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for joining, and I'm joining you. You're not joining me. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. And before we get into the details about the board installation breakfast, which is just a few weeks away, and it will happen on a Friday morning, and will be part of a special program here on Civic Center TV with our live coverage. As we begin the new year, Happy New Year is a statement we hear so much around the first few days of January, even the first couple weeks sometimes of January. But this is a really important time for businesses. And so for those that maybe aren't members of a chamber or are starting their business in 2024 in our four communities or in neighboring communities, how much of a benefit can they have along their business journey and building their business by being a member of a local chamber?
Well, local chambers originally started out as the voice of business. And so we're here to connect them to beneficial community partners. Perhaps it's a small business and they want to connect, maybe they're a real estate agent that wants to connect with assisted living places. Perhaps it's a doctor that wants to get more patients. Perhaps it's a local boutique that wants to bring in more people. And that's where we come in. I'm a business matchmaker, and so I will sit down with them and strategize about what's the best way to bring people into their businesses. We have several specialized networking groups that are exclusive to chamber member benefits, like our senior resource group, which is not only networking for the businesses, but they are actually getting in front of seniors, vibrant seniors that meet at Connect through West Bloomfield Parks and Rec, and we teach them classes. These are not sales pitches. These are actual classes to help them improve the quality of their life and to give them some alternatives to some of the medical and group. And this is really exciting because we know that this group really is starting out and they need all the connections that they can get, and actually trying to teach them a little bit more about the one-on-one networking, because we know no matter how much social networks, how many media platforms you're on, very few things are going to replace that one-on-one, especially when it comes to money and to health. Those are trust issues. So that's building the trust in these people. And we have other groups as well, our wealth, our wellness, and health professionals. So we're here to help businesses thrive, especially in our community. We have a very diverse community full of lots of different businesses, and we're here to serve and to make sure that our community stays vibrant and relevant.
And you mentioned trust being a huge element in the healthcare space, especially for businesses, and especially those that are just starting out. But that really connects back to what benefit a chamber can also provide, which is getting these new businesses or these already established businesses more involved in the community. Just how big of an impact can community involvement have on growing your business?
I think that it can have a huge impact, because if people don't even know that you exist, they're not going to come into your store. So one of the great things that we do is not only introduce them to other businesses that they may be able to do business with. I mean, one example is we had a young pizza shop owner, and he had started out and he didn't know how to grow his business, and I connected him to several real estate agents and told them that when they sell a house, it would be great if he just delivered a small or medium-sized pizza, welcome to the neighborhood. And he was able to build his business because people didn't even know that he existed. So there's all different kinds of great ways that these businesses can collaborate with one another and get to know one another and hopefully increase their business. But, you know, no amount of advertising is going to work unless you can start making these meaningful connections. And that's what a chamber is all about. It's connecting businesses for mutual benefit.
And it's helping these businesses to grow in the community, take charge in the community in their own way, and build their business, but build the connections to West Bloomfield, to Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, Sylvan Lake, and even neighboring communities as well, with their local businesses joining neighboring chambers in our community and beyond as well. And often those businesses, they build those connections, they build those grassroots in our community, and then they move on to leadership roles within the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. And that connects us to a really fun upcoming event that it's always one of those hallmarks of the beginning of the calendar year in mid-January. The board installation breakfast will be back Friday, January 19th at a new location, West Bloomfield Parks Connect Senior Center, their brand new location on 14 Mile Road. We'll have live coverage of that as a special edition of the Splash Live beginning about 8 a.m. on that Friday morning, including the full ceremony. And Suzanne, this is a special event for leaders within the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, but it's also a really nice event for those that are joining the chamber for the first time and a great introduction to our community. So give us a little bit of insight about the board installation breakfast for those that either haven't experienced it before or maybe considering joining this year.
Well, it's a really great opportunity for the community to meet our board and connect with some of the leaders in our community, from Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital to block advisors to some of the Corwell. There are lots of different leaders in positions that, you know, advise us. Orchard Mall, Kelly Woodley has been a fabulous board member for a long time. But what's fun about it is we always have Judge Diagostini, Diane Diagostini, 48th District Court judge, who loves doing these, and she will be installing the board. And it's just a fabulous opportunity. We're very fortunate to have a great partner in West Bloomfield Parks and Rec, and it should be a great event. We have celebrity catering. We'll provide a light breakfast. And it is really more than that. It's introducing the board and the new members to the community and giving access to the community, to these people, to perhaps get some advice, suggestions, or maybe even making a connection for their business. So it's a really great way to launch the new year. Everyone is very hopeful right now that this will be a great year. And we have a lot of exciting things with an election, et cetera. So, you know, all the businesses are kind of like on high alert. You know, how can I increase my business? How can I stay vibrant? And we're really excited to always offer different innovative programming to our new businesses and existing ones.
And for those new businesses or new business leaders that join the chamber or participate in this event, you've been with the chamber for a number of years. You've been spearheading this event for a number of years, Suzanne. For those that do join in, and this is sort of their first outing with the chamber, or even their first outing as a member of this community from the business side, just how big can this event be for them in terms of getting off on the right foot and starting to meet some of the people that are not only power players in the day-to-day of our community, but those that could potentially be helpful in getting them acclimated to West Bloomfield and the Tri-Cities?
Yeah, the board is a great resource for mentoring and suggestions, but you just never know. You're only one connection away from having some great resources, having new clients. Maybe people don't know, for example, one of our sponsors is Drip IV Therapy and Hydration. And especially with all the flu and COVID and RSV, et cetera, going there to get a boost, a lot of people don't realize that they're right on the boardwalk. So they decided to sponsor to get the word out that they're here to help the community stay healthy and vibrant, because obviously if your employees are sick, it's really hard to run a business. So there's all different businesses that will be in attendance. And I'm like your mother. I will make sure that you get to meet anyone that you want to, or anyone that I think could be a great business connection. That's what I'm here for, is to help promote your business and connect you so that our community stays as fabulous and vibrant with our parks and rec, our library, our schools. We have an amazing community, and it's my job, since I live, work, and play here, to make sure that it stays that way.
We're joined by Suzanne Levine, the Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, joining us on the Splash Live today to preview their annual board installation breakfast. We'll have special coverage of that on a special edition of the Splash Live Friday, January 19th, beginning at about 8 a.m. And you can also participate by joining along with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. This event happening on 14 Mile Road in West Bloomfield at the brand new location of the Connect Senior Center in partnership with West Bloomfield Parks. Members of the Chamber can attend for $10, non-members for $20, and you can get more information on ticketing by visiting westbloomfieldchamber.com or calling the Chamber at 248-626-3636. Again, that phone number, 248-626-3636. For more information and to register for this event. And Suzanne, not only do we hear from power players in the business community and a number of different business sectors at the Chamber's installation every year, we have so many other events where we have people from so many different disciplines, experience levels, and skill levels that are speaking and are providing mentoring opportunities throughout the year. In 2023, we had a great opportunity to join along with the Chamber for their annual leadership breakfast and hear from Roop Raj from Fox 2 News about the changing role of media in business, and also from Casey Crane of Crane Communications. And at this time, what sort of special events do you have on the docket, or special efforts that are being put forth by the Chamber in 2024 that you'd like to discuss?
Well, we always have on the second Friday of every month our Cup of Connections, which is a great, drop-in coffee meet and greet on the 12th. It's going to be at Town Hall Place Senior Center. In addition to our specialized groups, we're looking to our leadership breakfast again. I'm looking for some really another great speaker. As much as everyone wants Roop Raj and Casey Crane again, they were phenomenal. I'm going to give them a year off. Although they probably would be great after the election. So we'll see if I can persuade them to come back. We're going to do an awards dinner. We, COVID kind of put that on hold, where we honor 5 different people in our community that are voted upon by our community, leaders in our community, business person of the year, entrepreneur of the year. We're going to do another golf outing again with Lakes Area Chamber. We have our health fair in June. And there's going to be some other little amazing events. We're going to try to do some sort of art gallery event, a wine and dine. And our young professional group is really looking to have some innovative programming to get young people, and I guess you can be young at heart. We're not really putting an age qualifier on it. And they are looking for mentors also for that group. So we have a lot of exciting things on the docket. And I'm really excited, and I'm always open to hearing about other ideas that the community is interested in doing or hearing about. And of course, we're so fortunate to have Civic Center TV. People don't realize what a great resource you are for news and for information and for fun events. So thank you again. I know that you're going to be hosting a lot of events this year. So thank you for all you do to serve our community, because it really is a very unique enterprise that a lot of communities don't have.
We have a lot of fun doing that, and it's great to provide information on so many different resources that are available throughout the community. And the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce has so many different people within their network that can provide some resources and some assistance to people, whether they're looking for a new place to shop, a good book to read, or they're looking to improve their business. So we appreciate having you on, Suzanne. Before we let you go, anything else that people should know about the board installation breakfast or other things going on with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber at this time?
Well, they can always contact me at wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com, 248-626-3636. We have so many events, it's kind of hard to keep track of all of them. They can go to our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com. But I'm here to serve the community, so even if someone doesn't join the chamber, I'm happy to direct them to the resources they need. You know, we get a lot of seniors that call the chamber, looking for resources, and we have a senior resource group link on our website also with all different resources. So I'm always happy to direct them. As I say, this is a vibrant community, and it's my goal to keep it that way. So thank you for all that you do to make sure that we do stay vibrant and relevant. And again, looking forward to a really great, prosperous 2024 where our community and our region can, thrive.
That 2024 drive kicks into its next gear on January 19th, Friday morning, 8 a.m. The board installation breakfast in partnership with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce and West Bloomfield Parks will be live broadcast right here on Civic Center TV as a special edition of the Splash Live. Suzanne, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you again for having me.
Glad to have you on. WestBloomfieldChamber.com is their website. You can also follow them on Facebook for updates all throughout the year on resources, special programs, and more. Facebook.com/WestBloomfieldCC. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. Coming up, more stories that are close to home in West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake. Stay with us.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright? From everywhere. Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft as he goes through headlines and events, updating you on the day-to-day happenings in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. Find local municipal meetings at our programming on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen. And now, back to the Splash Live.
We are your home for local news that is close to home in West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake. Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm your host, Tyler Kieft, and thank you for joining us on TV, Civic Center TV, on the radio, 89.3 Lakes FM, and all throughout every corner of the web on our website, civiccentertv.com, and on Facebook. Today on the Facebook page of the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, facebook.com/West Bloomfield CC, and on our Facebook page each and every day at Civic Center TV 15. In addition, follow along with us by subscribing for free to our YouTube channel at Civic Center TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. You'll get notifications every time that we broadcast live or upload a new video with resources, information, and fun things happening all across our four communities, both on YouTube and even in your email inbox. civiccentertv.com for more information. Many people are looking for new opportunities in 2024, and as we have talked so much on this program about the business community. We also want to talk about the municipal community looking for new members of their team in 2024. We know the West Bloomfield Police Department has put forth hiring efforts of late. So has West Bloomfield Parks and the library. Now all of these different opportunities, these different departments converging into one for a special job fair coming up in just a little while in our local community. This job fair will be for all across departments of West Bloomfield Township on January 17th from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. at the brand new newly renovated West Bloomfield Police Department headquarters. You'll hear from the Township office and many of their specific departments. The West Bloomfield Fire Department looking for new firefighters and paramedics and other roles. The Police Department looking for officers, looking for other additional staff as well, including police service aides for those that maybe are interested in careers in law enforcement. Maybe you're even getting ready to go into the police academy and want to have some work in law enforcement while you're studying. A great opportunity there as well. Plus, jobs with West Bloomfield Parks. The winter season's busy and summer's coming ahead. Plenty of seasonal work will be available. The West Bloomfield Township Public Library and so many other resources with job opportunities in West Bloomfield Township. Learn more information on West Bloomfield's website, wbtownship.org, or on the Facebook page of the West Bloomfield Police Department, facebook.com/West Bloomfield PD. And again, that will be January 17th from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. at the newly renovated West Bloomfield Police Department headquarters. Just across the street from the police department at the West Bloomfield Township Public Library. Exciting news in recent weeks. We had a great time talking to Victoria Edwards recently about their brand new website on WBLIB.org. They have recently renovated their website to become more mobile friendly and more interactive, user friendly across the board, and it's been well underway. A huge success thus far for our friends at the West Bloomfield Township Public Library. On your screen on CivicCenterTV.com right now, you're seeing a visual of their brand new digs on WBLIB.org. They got information on open hours at both their main branch at the Town Hall complex and their West Acres branch on the western side of the community near Commerce Road on Pontiac Trail in West Bloomfield Township. Plus, you can find information on getting a library card, upcoming events, more e-books and other electronic materials available online from the West Bloomfield Library. And you can also find all that information easily accessed on your phone as well by visiting WBLIB.org for more information. And congratulations to them on this excellent resource that has created greater accessibility, improved readability across devices, and so much more. And also, I would encourage you to go to our website, look at our on-demand page, and check out our recent interview with Victoria Edwards from their team at the library, who was one of the leaders of this effort to rebuild that website, to get even more insight into the special tools and resources that are available on their new website, or check it out yourself at WBLIB.org. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, exciting news out of the West Bloomfield School District, opportunities for parents and upcoming students to introduce themselves to the school district in the coming weeks, plus ways you can support our kids, our educators, and more, and have a really fun time coming up in February. Learn more about that and more information from across the 4 communities in Greater West Bloomfield up next on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ronnie started doing prescription pills at the age of 15, and by 19, he died. If your child is struggling with drug use, try not to be too proud to reach out for help. Don't be worried about what the neighbor will think or your family. Just get your child the help they need. Sometimes it's the hard road to take, but the hard road is nothing compared to living with the fact that your child is no longer with you.
There's hope and help at drugfree.org.
Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show, Monday through Friday, all across our network on CivicCenterTV.com, on Comcast Channel 15 and AT&T Channel 99, and across social media on YouTube at Civic Center TV and Facebook at Civic Center TV 15. I'm your host, Tyler Kieft. Plenty of interesting information and fun events coming up in the West Bloomfield School District. We're just a couple of weeks away from their annual kindergarten roundup. This will be happening at West Bloomfield Middle School Wednesday, January 24th, beginning at about 6:30 p.m. You'll get information on your kids joining the new graduating class, beginning their journey in 2024 in kindergarten all throughout the West Bloomfield School District. Opportunities to meet your school district elementary principals and even some of the other students and families that will be joining your new school district family will be happening at about 6:30, and then they'll have a presentation on everything you need to know about kindergarten, about the West Bloomfield School District and their programs and their educational approach at 7 p.m. This will be happening at West Bloomfield Middle School. That is located at 6,000 Orchard Lake Road in between Walnut Lake and Maple in West Bloomfield Township. And you can continue to get more information on the school district and on kindergarten roundup by visiting the West Bloomfield School District's website at wbsd.org or on Facebook at West Bloomfield Schools for even more information. Again, Wednesday, January 24th begins about 6:30 p.m. at the brand new West Bloomfield Middle School. Just a few weeks after that, at Glen Oaks Country Club, there'll be a fundraiser for the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation, providing resources to our kids all throughout the year to enrich their education and additional training opportunities for our educators to help them enrich the education of our kids. Casino night, a ton of fun, Friday, February 2nd at Glen Oaks Golf Club in Farmington Hills, $45 per ticket, and they're already on sale as we speak at WBEF.org. Among the different activities, of course, plenty of casino games, good food, dancing, music, and more, plus a silent auction, raffles, a bingo, appetizers, and so much more. A very fun event we have on your screen on CivicCenterTV.com. The flyer for this year's event, it includes a QR code. If you scan that with your mobile phone, you can go and register right now online on your phone as you're watching us at work or at home, as you're watching us online later on in the day, and get more information on casino night. Also, you can get more info on WBEF.org or on their Facebook page, West Bloomfield Ed Foundation, to learn more about the Educational Foundation. News across Oakland County also throughout this week, a new art contest for public high school students already underway. Their financial empowerment art contest through the Treasurer's Department at Oakland County is underway, with entries open for submission now until 11:59 p.m. on March 15th. They may include two-dimensional drawings, paintings, photography, mixed media, and illustration, as well as video for this contest. And contest winners could win very big in this. Winners and honorable mentions will receive cash prizes upwards of $10,000 from Flagstar Bank. There's $10,000 in a fund provided by Flagstar Bank in partnership with Oakland County for prize money for winners and honorable mentions. So if you're interested or your kids have a little bit of an artistic touch and want to enter some friendly competition, they can learn more information on this financial empowerment art contest through the Oakland County Treasurer's Office on oakgov.com or on Facebook at OakGov. The Treasurer's Office also working with members of the community that may have some back taxes to address. Delinquent taxes from 2021 or before can now be resolved with a simple phone call with Oakland County's Treasurer Office. They're working with residents to resolve these delinquent property taxes from their individual communities. And right now, you can schedule a confidential one-on-one call with a member of the Treasurer's Office team to help address your issues. Not only taking care of your back taxes to get that off of your back, but also helping you put forth a plan in the future to avoid delinquent taxes going forward. You can find more information on that on oakgov.com and on their Facebook page. And we have a QR code on the screen as well that will provide you with even more information and help you register for some of these different for these phone calls as well, and schedule an appointment to meet with the Oakland County Treasurer's Office. Again, oakgov.com. You can navigate to the Treasurer's page or scan that QR code on your screen as we speak on Civic Center TV.com. We invite you to stay with us all throughout the week for more stories from across West Bloomfield, Orchard Lake Village, Sylvan Lake, the city of Keego Harbor, and across Oakland County. The Splash Live will continue very soon.